Joining me today is someone that is simply on a roll at the moment in the WWE. Now, 2022 was a great year for him, and 2023 has started off with a bang, securing his entry into the Royal Rumble. He might even win it at this rate. It is, of course, the one and only Ricochet.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
How you doing? Thank you for that.
I've always wanted to interview you, so this is a
Right
very
on.
exciting day for me today.
I love it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm
I
excited.
want to get I want to get straight to it.
Yeah.
I've always known you're one of the most talented superstars, but what has been going on recently? I mean, you've shot right up the roster, and in my opinion, you are one of the highlights of SmackDown every week. Has something changed in the last year?
Highlight of the night, baby. Um, I think it's honestly, it's been good to show what I can do. I think it's just, you know, after so long of taking it, taking the bad, that's it. You got to take the bad with the good. But for so long, it was. I just wasn't in the right path. You know what I mean? And then
Mhm.
I think, especially after especially leading up to the the World Cup on Fox, that was an opportunity for me to like, all right, it's time to change things. Like this is my chance. This World Cup on Fox is Ricochet's chance to change everything and really get the ball rolling. You know what I mean? And that's what I set out to do, and that's what I said I was going to do, and that's what I did. And yeah, I think it's just time to take back what's mine.
Well, it's great to see, and I hope you take back the Royal Rumble and win it. That
Oh
would
yeah,
be amazing. you
absolutely.
you guaranteed your place in the Royal Rumble by defeating Top Dollar. Is this really your time to win it now? Because some people might overlook you because you aren't one of the biggest guys in the ring. But I mean, you've proved people wrong. You've defeated the likes of Top Dollar, and even like you said for the World Cup, the Braun Strowman. That was some people were like, oh wow, like, do you think you can prove people wrong and potentially win this Royal Rumble?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't even be here if I didn't. You know what I mean? I think so. For me, it's not even a prove them wrong thing. It's a prove myself right thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's so like I I have, yes, I've defeated a Braun Strowman. Even I've defeated a Bobby Lashley, a Drew McIntyre, like Baron Corbin. Like I got names. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but obviously in the Royal Rumble, things are different. The scenario's different. The environment's different. But I think someone like me, not only slipping through the cracks a little bit, but being able to live on the edge a little bit as well. Because I know a lot of people are afraid to live on the edge, especially on the
Mm-hmm.
Royal Rumbles.
Yeah.
The edge could get you out. So I think with my skills and what Ricochet brings to the table, I think he has more than enough to win this Royal Rumble.
Let's talk about your alliance with Braun Strowman. You said that you recently had a monster in your pocket. So technically, is he your supersized Pikachu? And are you two going to be joining forces in the Rumble?
I mean, we have definitely been getting a lot closer these last couple of weeks. So we've been building a little bit of bond together, helping with Imperium and Hit Row, and so I mean, it definitely wouldn't be a bad idea for him and I if we are in there together to have some sort of alliance. I'm
But
not
it's still
saying
every
we
man for
haven't
himself, right?
talked to him about this yet, but you're asking me the question, so I don't think it would be a bad idea. I think it would be a good idea to have some, even if it came down to me and him. All right, then you're gonna have to throw me over but
Yeah.
until then, I don't see it being a bad idea, especially for me. If I can have Braun Strowman on my side in the Royal
Yeah.
Rumble, then yeah. But who
I, I
knows? We'll
love I
see.
love I love seeing you two together. Would you be open to the idea of trying to win the tag team titles with him at WrestleMania if you guys don't win the Royal Rumble?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, low key had my eyes on the tag team titles for a while now, but obviously I've had other things in my way with it being, the Intercontinental Championship or Gunther or
Hmm.
whomever, the World Cup, whatever it may
Yeah,
be. I've, been a little busy, but ever since watching the Hardy Boys and New Age Outlaws and Dudleys
yeah.
and Edge and Christian, all these guys, rockers. So like those guys, I've always wanted to be a tag team champion. And so if me and Braun can come together and form some sort of alliance to really make this a team, I'm fully down with it. I think Braun and I together, that is a dangerous team. You got the strongest, if not in WWE history, in Braun Strowman, and then you have one of the most durable, one of the most resilient, one of the most determined characters in Ricochet. You know what I mean? And I just think with the skills that both of us bring, it's kind of a cheat code a little bit between the two of
Hmm.
us.
It would be
But
certainly be a force to reckon with.
it would be a
You
force.
you became the first wrestler to hold the US Intercontinental and NXT North
Yeah.
American Championships when you defeated Sami Zayn last year. That's a damn cool achievement. Which title reign out of the three did you enjoy the most out of all of those?
Um, man, the
They were all
North
so good.
North American was pretty cool
Yeah.
because of just the time. It was like a new title at the time, so everything going into it was pretty cool.
Hmm.
But I mean, there's just something about the Intercontinental Championship that, there's just something about that title. It just means so much to me,
The
someone
history
like
behind it as well.
history behind it, like back watching Stone Cold and The Rock fight for it, and then watching, Sean and Razor fight for it, and just so the Mr. It's just got a
Hmm.
lot of history. So that one probably for me might be my favorite, but even just getting to hold the United States Championship, I mean,
Yeah.
that alone, there's a lot of people who have also held that. It's so, but probably for me, it'd have to be the Intercon, the IC title.
Now, you made a big name for yourself outside of WWE. So a lot of fans, including myself, were so excited when you were signed. Could you tell us about how you were brought into the WWE and how you felt when you got that confirmation?
Um, well, I remember I had just gotten out of my contract with another company, Lucha Underground, I think, but they had like a no compete clause after the contract. And it was like once the last episode aired, but that last episode didn't air for a long time after my contract was already over. So I had to wait. But in that time, I had talks in and out with the people, the staff of NXT, the offices of NXT at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, like, because you always, especially near the end of my independent run, I guess you should say, like you always kind of know, okay, oh, eventually, like not eventually, but you're like, okay, it's possible I could be in the WWE. It's possible. Like it's always like there. I never really was like, I'm going to be in the WWE, but it was always there. You know what I mean? But then, talking to them and having the conversations and really getting that, like you said, the confirmation and the everything that you've worked for finally coming together. It was pretty cool feeling. It really was. I remember even before I signed it, I was had my the um the papers in front of me, I had it all in front of me. I'm waiting in front of the post office. So I'm just sitting there waiting, like, man, this is crazy. Like, here we go. So, but it was a really cool feeling, man. It's really cool to just be here.
Nice. Well, I'm happy you signed because, as I said, you are one of the highlights of SmackDown every week. And also, congratulations on your engagement to Samantha
Thank you
Irvin,
so
who's one of
much.
the ring announcers for WWE. Um,
Yeah.
it must be great working at the same company with your partner, right? Because you get to spend a lot of quality time together. So I reckon some superstars must envy seeing you guys together when they're far away from their partners, right?
Yeah, no, it was it's great. It's so funny though, because when we first started even talking together, I didn't even she wasn't even working for the WWE, like she wasn't even here yet. So
Mhm.
it's cool to see like from where we started talking, the events that led to her getting here and then coming to SmackDown randomly, like so that it's been all like a roller coaster, really. But it is nice now to be able to have a your travel partner be basically, now your fiance. So um especially us, we love our time together. We just be cracking up all the time. It's so funny. Um so I really can't ask for something better. It's a really cool arrangement we got going on right now
No,
because
I
of the
hope I hope she stays professional, and I hope when she announces your name, she doesn't give you special treatment just because you guys are engaged.
yeah, no, she gives probably Roman Reigns the most treatment of everybody. He probably
Oh
gets
wow!
he gets the big entrance at the end.
Right, you Ricochet. Before you go, I'm going to do some quick fire questions. You can ask these as quick as possible.
All right.
Just give me an answer. Okay, it's called If Ricochet Could. If Ricochet could teleport 20 years ago, which legend from WWE would he like a match with?
Probably Eddie Guerrero.
If Ricochet could have tickets to any gig, which artist or band would he pick?
Is
Alive or dead?
man, I would really like to go see a Metallica show.
Oh, okay. If Ricochet had to name the most talented person in NXT right now, who would he say?
Most talented person in NXT right now. I mean, there's a lot. You got a lot of guys down there. Grayson Waller. You got a Mello. You got Axiom. Man, that's a hard one.
Okay, well
I'll
you said
say
three names, so that's good enough.
yeah.
If Ricochet could book his dream match at WrestleMania, how would he book it?
His match for myself specifically.
Yes.
Oh, honestly, I would probably. I got a couple different answers, but like if you can get like me versus Rey Mysterio of really any generation, I think we would kill it.
I think so too. And if Ricochet had the chance to win the Royal Rumble, but it would involve stabbing his good buddy Braun Strowman in the back, would he take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
If
Braun, he would understand. I would understand. It's winning the Rumble. It's only one man can win.
if
Yeah.
Ricochet if Ricochet suddenly woke up and found out that he was related to the Usos, would he immediately join the bloodline? Yes.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
and
Especially if I was related to him. Let's go.
and finally, if Ricochet has one message he would like to say to his Malaysian fans out there, what would it be?
I would just say, man, thank you guys so much. Like you said, whether it was before I got here, whether it's after I got here, whether it was in between, I just want to say thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate every bit of support that I can get, and I try to give it back when I'm in the ring. So I just want to say thank you guys so much because it really, really means so much to me.